Whether it's because you don't like the way they look, they're too narrow for your feet, you're not a fan of grip knit, or you're just looking to try something a little bit different, here are 3 alternatives to the Nike Mercurial Vapor 16 Elite, with by far the most similar alternative being the Puma Ultra 6 Ultimate, where from a fit and feel perspective, it shares a lot in common with the Vapor 16, that tight responsive feel with a little extra width if you need it, a thin barefoot feeling textile upper with Grip Control Pro on the surface that provides similar levels of grip on the ball to that of the grip knit upper of the Vapor, equally as aggressive traction, maybe a sole plate that isn't quite as responsive, but it still feels really good. The only downside being that it does carry a few extra grams compared to the Merc. At full retail, they go for $240, but because they're not very popular, you can regularly find them deeply discounted, where whether it's an Ultra 6 or an Ultra 5 Ultimate, because they're effectively the same thing, a very similar football boot to the Vapor 16 can be had for just over $100. But if extra grip on the ball is not your thing, and you also happen to miss the days of Teijin synthetic Mercurial Vapors, look no further than the Mizuno Alpha 2. Super lightweight, arguably every bit as responsive, if not more so than the Mercurials, with a full zero glide internal liner, incredible fit and comfort, great traction, a super responsive sole plate, and available at a price tag significantly lower than the Mercs, where the made in Japan variation is super expensive at $320, but the Elite model at $180 is basically the exact same thing in terms of what you're going to fit, feel, and experience, not only making it one of the best speed boots on the market, but also one of the least expensive. But if grip knit is the main reason why you like the Mercurials, look no further than the Nike Phantom 6 Elite, whether it's the low cut version like I have here, or the high cut version with the collar and lace cover. On paper, these two football boots are very similar to each other, despite this being a speed boot and this being a control boot. They both have grip knit uppers, they both have lightweight sole plates, they both have bladed studs towards the front of the boot, and even from a weight perspective, this Phantom 6 Elite Low weighs just 5 grams more than the Mercurials, where effectively you're getting all of the same features and characteristics, but in a shape that is a little bit wider, a little bit higher volume, and a little bit rounder, that I think for most people that don't like that squeeze your foot feel of the Mercs, again, you can have a very similar experience from the Phantom 6, but also be more comfortable.